Hello, winner! Sorry. At this point, you've probably seen videos of ENA Dream BBQ, but in case you haven't, it's a game based on a character created by the internet animator Joel G about this weird Picasso-looking girl and her adventures in, Moses Malone, an equally weird, surreal landscape. It's been blowing up all over, and a lot of people are playing it that haven't even seen the original ENA videos, which, by the way, you should totally watch them. But I'm not here to discuss the history of the game. I'm here to discuss Hoarder Alex. Why is he like that? Hoarder Alex is an NPC you can meet in ENA Dream BBQ guarding a bridge. His quest involves you covering up the eyes of a watching NPC so that he can have some peace of mind, and he will potentially allow you to cross the bridge. He does not let you cross the bridge, and suffers being lasered to death because of it. Oh no, sorry. Indefinite sleep. Yeah, he's definitely dead. But there's something I've been wondering. Is Alex the Hoarder also Alex the Killer? That was terrible. Cut that. Outside of a bridge, Hoarder Alex obviously has a large pile of trash and miscellaneous items. He is, well, a hoarder after all. He has quite a few things of interest here for people who like weird nonsense, which I guess you have to if you enjoy ENA. However, if you take a close look at that trash, you notice something peculiar. Two-sided masks, like the kind you'd see on feeder marquees. These masks obviously resemble ENA, especially this one here, which looks like a reverse version of the ENA we play as in this very game. I wouldn't have paid attention to this, I'd just think, oh, here's some funky props for the Hoarder, whatever. But we see these masks one other time in the game, in this bizarre feeder area, set at the top of the cruise liner you exit to properly enter the Uncanny Streets, our main area. We've seen specifically the blue and yellow ENA be associated with feeder before in Power of Potluck, notably released during the development of Dream BBQ Chapter 1, in which ENA is apparently the performer in this bizarre play. We even see part of ENA's face come off in that same video, with ENA explicitly referring to it as this lousy bat! So what, these are ENA masks. Why do I think that Alex killed these ENAs and he didn't just take them? Well, I'll explain. Alex is obviously incredibly temperamental. He calls ENA a courtesan, which I only recently looked up, Jesus, and goes into a huge rant when she first comes up to him, I mean, not necessarily unprovoked, but still, and literally dies from pure rage in the process, as well as making a lot of assumptions about this gentleman who's just looking at him. He also seems to not necessarily have a problem of coming to blows and the fatal consequences thereof, pulling out him having to murder his own brother in the same sentence and tone as breaking up with his girlfriend and getting into 5 fights. That of a pretty major annoyance, but nothing more. Keep a number of fights in mind. However, there is one notable thing about his intro cutscene, and that's his rant about being a professional hoarder. When he mentions one of his hoarding attacks coming over him, for lack of a better term, at the morgue, he tosses a coffin with an arm sticking out into a pile of other coffins, some also having arms sticking out. If you count the coffin he just tossed into the pile, and count the number of arms coming from the coffins, there are 6 coffins with bodies in them. 6. The 5 fights he got into over the bridge, plus the extra that he presumably swiped from the morgue. It is obvious to me with this evidence that Alex is a killer. He even pulls out a bloody-looking red hammer and surreptitiously looks back and forth when ENA first comes up. So I propose this. Alex, in addition to being a habitual hoarder, is a murderer. Other ENAs have come to his bridge in search of whatever it is behind it since he bought it, and Alex has come to blows with them, which is why Alex mumbles to himself, "Not another one," and produces the hammer as ENA approaches. And that's basically all I have to say about this guy. But I'm just saying, I'm not liking the look on his sensor bar right now. I think I'm next.